Hi everyone, it's PhDSimmer here and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed decor slash house makeover, and today we are doing the Caliente house. So I did do the actual Sims in a previous video last weekend. If you haven't seen that, it will be linked at the end of the video and also in the description down below, so you can go ahead and check that out. I have added another 2 household members, which is a cat and a dog that weren't in that video. So I actually gave them like a little, what do they call it, Pomeranian? I can't pronounce the name of that dog, but I gave them a little Pomeranian and I gave them a hairless cat. What are those cats called? The ones that are hairless? The really Siamese. I gave them a Siamese cat because I just thought the Caliente sisters would definitely be having a Siamese cat. So the theme, basically I wanted to brighten this house up a lot. It is very dark and there's a lot of dark wood. Got rid of a lot of that, whitened all the wood, or lightened it at least. Changed the window frames and the doors and added a lot more lights into the house. I know it kind of takes it away from the vibe of the sort of desert sort of theme that the house was going for with all the terracotta floors and stuff, but I figured the Calientes are very glamorous. They've moved into this area, they've completely renovated the house, at least on the inside. Outside it still looks like its good old self. This actually took me about 2 hours to do. I did it in 3 sessions, so I'm actually quite a slow decorator. Like, it takes me a long time and I changed my mind a lot. You'll notice in this video that I changed what I was doing with the bar area. I changed that into a dining room. Yeah, I changed my mind a couple of times on wall colours and things like that, but there we go. Because this is actually quite a long video, I was kind of thinking, what can I talk about for 15 minutes whilst this video is happening? So I figured I would do the Sims 11 question tag, which is on Tumblr. I think it's pretty old, but I found it and it's basically 11 questions around the Sims that I thought I might answer. So the first question is, if you could add any kind of supernatural being to the game, would you? And if so, what? I haven't actually even played with vampires in The Sims 4 yet. I've got the pack, but I've barely explored that. But I remember from The Sims 3, like, I really enjoyed the supernatural pack. I really like witches. I think they're really cool. And maybe with the whole herbalism skill, that could go quite well together. And yeah, I think witches, if I had to pick, I think witches would be a lot of fun. What type of world would you want the most in The Sims 4? I would love a beach sort of holiday world, like not necessarily a whole world in itself. I know Brindleton Bay is very seasidey, but I would like somewhere where your Sims could go on holiday, like another destination worlds like we got with Outdoor Retreat with the camping ground. I'd love like a beach, maybe like they could actually surf and they could play, I don't know, like volleyball or something on the beach. I think that would be a lot of fun. So yeah, beach island, maybe like with the water skiing and jet skiing and diving. Bring back all of that stuff. I would love that, and it'd just be a great place to have your Sims go on honeymoon or family holidays, that sort of thing. Number 3 is, what is your favourite skill in The Sims? They've said any series, but I'm going to stick with The Sims 4. But I probably would say I like the fact that they separated out cooking into gourmet cooking and baking. I really like the baking skill. I think I've only ever completed it once. It's actually quite a difficult skill, and the books are really expensive, but I do enjoy the baking skill a lot. Other than that, I like the dance skill as well, and I think DJing is quite a lot of fun too. Number 4 is, what do you do when your Sims dies? Are you upset or are you the one responsible? Depends what LP. Obviously, when I played the Black Widow challenge, I was killing Sims left, right and centre and I didn't feel too much. But when Sims die unexpectedly, for example, spoiler alert if you haven't caught up with the foster challenge, when Joe died suddenly in the foster challenge on his birthday, he aged up from a teen into a young adult and had a cardiac explosion and just died, and I was so shocked. Likewise, in my Get Together LP, I had Amy. She was into DJing, her DJ booth caught on fire, she died. I was absolutely shocked, and I I just can't think in that moment. I'm just frozen and stunned, and like everybody was saying in the comments, why didn't you plead for her or plead for Joe? And I was like, I just completely froze. I was just like watching it happen before my eyes. Grim showed up and I was just like, oh no. So there you go. Number 5, how many active households do you play? Generally in one save file, it tends to be 1. So in the foster challenge, it's literally just a foster household. Parenthood has a couple, like I have Sebastian, I have their parents in another house, but I don't tend to play them very much. It's generally just 1. I'm not very good at rotating round, and I'm quite a control freak. I like to be in control of what the Sims are doing, so to play another household for a few days and have Sims in another household just going off doing whatever they want, I would just not enjoy that. What else have we got? What one career do you wish they'd add to The Sims 4? I really enjoy the active careers. I loved the stylist career and the sort of home renovation careers that you had in The Sims 3 Ambitions. I adored those. I loved being able to give Sims makeovers, like whether they were good or bad. I love being an interior designer. I'm not very good at building, but I do like decorating and designing, so those were really, really great. I did like the firefighter career, the ghost busting career. I tend to like, to be honest, I like the more real world ones. Like I don't really enjoy the astronaut or the what do they call it, secret agent careers. I prefer like the more usual careers, but definitely I think firefighting, styling, I love those sort of careers. Out of all the current stuff packs, expansion packs and game packs, which is your favourite of them all? Oh, that is a tough question. I'm going to discount stuff packs because they generally are just stuff, and I've never been a massive fan of stuff packs. I tend to get them on sale, so I'm going to discount those. The game packs, I haven't played vampires very much, so I'm going to discount that. Outdoor retreat is okay, but I'm actually going to go with Parenthood because I think it allows you to give your Sim children and your Sim teenagers more of a personality. Like, it doesn't add too much to the game in terms of, I mean, there is a lot of gameplay, there's a lot of like interactions you can have, but I do think if with a bit of creativity, it can add a lot of characterization to kids and teens where they didn't really have a lot before. So of the game packs, I think Parenthood, and from the expansion packs, probably City Living. I don't know actually. They're all kind of, actually no, it probably would be Get to Work, because when Get to Work came out, that was what made me really sold on The Sims 4. Like I played the when it first came out, there was like a free 24-hour trial of The Sims, and I played it and I didn't get that addictive thing straight away, and then when I got Get to Work, I was hooked. I obsessed. So I guess Get to Work is what really got me into The Sims 4 and really converted me from Sims 3 to Sims 4. Don't pay attention to your Sims whims, or are you the master of all? No, I don't really pay attention to the whims unless I have, unless the storylines, I've got a bit bored, or I'm waiting for the kids to get home from school, or I'm waiting for a certain time of day. I tend not to play to fulfill the whims, but if they're there and there's something I can easily do, or I'm trying to save up some points, then yeah, I will go to the whims, but it's not my primary focus. I tend to focus on their aspiration, skills, and if they've got to do anything for their career. Number 10, we're getting close to the end. What's the furthest generation you've ever reached with one Sims family in any of the Sims games? Okay, let me think. I don't remember doing generations very much with Sims 2. When I played The Sims 2, I was a lot younger. I spent a lot of time building the house, decorating the house, building the Sims, clothing the Sims. I don't remember having extensive families. I remember doing a lot of university and then nightlife partying type gameplay and not really settling down. Sims 3, I think I had a family that went to like generation 5, but I think that's probably the most I've ever had. But I've never done a legacy challenge until the 2 I have started on my challenge, so my channel. So the first legacy challenge I've ever done is the Not So Berry challenge, and generation 3 has just been born. She's now a toddler. And I also am doing my own legacy challenge that I created, the 7D legacy challenge, where it's only a 7 generation legacy and each generation is based on one of the 7 dwarfs. So you start off with Doc and then you have Sneezy, and it goes all the way up to, goes through all of them. And I'm really looking forward to completing that because I've never done a legacy challenge to the end, so I can't wait to finish Not So Berry and 7D legacy. And the other day I actually bookmarked another legacy challenge which I saw, which is called the Patisserie legacy, and it's all each generation is based on a flavour. I think that looks really cool, so maybe in the future I will go for that one. And number 11, do your Sims woohoo a lot or only for procreational reason? Is that even a word in brackets? I think procreation is definitely a word. To be honest, actually, my Sims don't woohoo too much. It tends to be if I think, oh gosh, they haven't for a while and their romantic bar is going down, or they haven't like been they've been busy with their careers or busy with family life and they haven't spent quality time together. I might have a cheeky little woohoo after a date, but other than that, I can't think, I don't regularly make them woohoo. So those are 11 questions that are by Lady Siren Plays. And she was tagged by Love and Pixels, but then Lady Sirens has created her own 11 questions. So I'm just going to skim read those, and if there's any I think I should answer. What Sims game is your favourite and why? I think it probably currently is Sims 4 because I like the aesthetic, I like the design, I really love the custom content. Sims 3 I loved to death, but I go back and play it and it's slow and it's glitchy, and I don't like the aesthetic as much, even though there's a lot more gameplay and there's a lot more you can do at the moment, but I think Sims 4 will catch up. So Sims 4 is my favourite at the moment. Do you listen to the actual music and sounds of a game, or do you find it annoying? No, I definitely listen to the music. Some Simmers I know listen to music in their headphones whilst they're playing. I actually like to hear all the sounds and all the music, and I love the new music that came with Cats and Dogs. Really love that music, it's awesome. What's your favourite thing about Sims 4? I really love the multitasking. So when I've gone back to play Sims 3, it's been painful that they can't watch TV and eat at the same time, or talk at the same time, or run on the treadmill and watch TV, listen to music and write on the computer. I just love all of that multitasking. It's my absolute favourite thing, and I just think it's amazing. Do you prefer to build, decorate, be in CAS, or actually play the game? My channel is mainly focused on gameplay and let's play, so definitely gameplay. I do love CAS, I do love decorating. I am not a builder, never. I try and I try and I try. I just haven't got the patience for it. It gets me frustrated, but I do love to decorate. But I'd say out of everything, it's playing the game and creating stories, and I absolutely love that. And then I'm just going to go for one more. Realistic CC, Maxis Match CC, a mix of both. What do you prefer? So I started off with Alpha CC. I used to love all of those long hairs, but I just found my game was glitching a lot. My game was slowing, it was laggy, and I agree with a lot of people about the game not looking that realistic. So I've gone towards Maxis Match, and I don't think I would go back now. I do use a couple of Alpha hairs every now and again, but mainly I stick to Maxis Match. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Next we're going to be making over the pancakes and their house, so that'll be in 2 separate videos, the Sims and then the house. And then I'm probably going to go for the goths, but if you've got any other comments or suggestions, drop them down below. Leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.